You've seen those in-game mails where the KOA team ask you for your feedback. They give you a questionnaire and they ask you, what do you like about the game? What do you dislike about the game? What do you think needs to be changed and things like that? Well, we actually got answers from the development team, and I'm here today to bring those answers to you guys. Let's go have a look at what the development team have to say about your question. Hey guys, Pokey Mountain here, bringing you a sort of kind of breaking news corner video. You guys have done, or a lot of you have done the questionnaires that KOA sends out in the mail, and the development team have actually answered 6 of the most commonly asked questions that people are posting to them through these questionnaires, and I want to bring that to you guys. As the content creators, we received the feedback from the developers, and I'm bringing it to you so that you know what it is to expect. Now, this is going to be obviously a lot of basically me reading their answers to you guys. So it's more of a listen, not necessarily look sort of video. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to overplay some of my old Netherfall video footage that you can see that in the meantime and keep you entertained as we go along. Right, so what we're going to do is I'm just going to get that running and we're going to switch screens. Right, there we go. Okay, so there's the Netherfall video playing, and I'm going to read through these questions and answers for you guys. Number 1, when will the second kingdom merger take place? The answer that the development team came with is, at present we are conducting statistics and analysis for all kingdoms that did not participate in kingdom merger and did not find their partners in the first kingdom merger to learn the environment of each kingdom. Later, based on the results of the analysis, it will be determined whether these kingdoms need to be combined and when. After we determine the plan, we will synchronize with all players in time. Please be patient and wait for the official news. So they're still working on it. It is going to come. When it's going to come exactly, we don't actually know. We're waiting for responses. Number 2, in the kingdoms after 750, why can't undead trader and spire loot be exchanged for resources? The answer was, we plan to make adjustments to the undead trader and spire loot in version 11.4. After updating, players of all kingdoms that have started Excalibur Invasion can exchange resources in Undead Trader and Spire loot, and the newly opened kingdoms will also be automatically adjusted to Undead Trader and Spire loot that can exchange resources after Excalibur Invasion is opened. Stay tuned for the 11.4 version update. So that's one of the information, the first piece of information about update 11.4 that's important to know. Once 11.4 comes out, you'll be able to get resources from the Undead Trader and the Spire. So those are going to be changing. The items you get there are going to be changing with version 11.4 onwards. Now, it does also say that it only applies to kingdoms that have had Excalibur Invasion opened up, meaning KBK. If your kingdom hasn't had KBK, it won't have these changes until it gets KBK, and then these changes will apply. Number 3, recently there have always been stuttering and disconnections. When can this be fixed? Now, this is like, for example, in Netherfall and Nether War, or in KBK and something like that, where you try to send off a march, but the game lags or freezes and things like that. That's what they're talking about in particular. And it says the issues we receive from players about stuttering and disconnection mainly include A, during Excalibur Invasion. There will be a stuttering phenomenon as KOA's current most intense multiplayer combat gameplay. Excalibur Invasion has a huge amount of data that needs to be processed, especially after the servers combined. The number of participants and the fighting intensity of Excalibur Invasion far exceed the past, so lagging has occurred. We fully understand the frustration and the anger brought to players by lagging in vital battles. However, due to the gameplay, we have to be more cautious about the optimization and adjustment of these parts. Each optimization requires a certain amount of time to verify whether it can bring a positive improvement to the player. We will continue to optimize Excalibur Invasion until the problem is fully improved. Please understand and wait patiently for our optimization results. And B, when logging into the game, the connection failed window will pop up sometimes. We have optimized this problem. At present, we have detected that the frequency of error pop-ups has dropped significantly. If you still have this problem, please contact us through customer service in time, and we will further optimize the problem according to situation. And C, unable to drag the map in the wild. We have also optimized this problem. If you still have this problem, please contact us through the customer service in time, and we will further optimize the problem according to your situation. So they are busy working on it. They have improved certain things already, and it does make sense, the fact that these events are there's a lot to it. So they can't just make an adjustment. They have to make an adjustment and then test it and check and see, does this actually fix the problem? And if you actually look at the game from before this last update, if you started the game, if you switched it on from scratch, the amount of time it took to actually load into the game was actually far longer than it is now. So they have already started the optimization, which is actually fantastic. But if you guys do have these problems, as I said, please contact customer care and they will help you out directly, because maybe there's something else that's also on your side, for example, that's contributing towards it, or might be something that they've overlooked, and then this will help them out there as well, and it will help everybody to get it to go quicker, better, faster, and stronger, sort of. Number 4, the events have lost their freshness, the current activities. Are there any plans to develop new activities or update old activities? Their answer is A. In the past period of time, we have been trying to develop some new gameplays for players, including Castle, Conquest, and Season Map, hoping to bring you a different game experience. During the development process, we found that the new gameplay was not compatible with Ultimate Alliance Conquest UAC, so we were forced to close UAC. In addition, as we focused more on developing new gameplay, the maintenance and update frequency of old activities has decreased, resulting in a gradual decrease in the freshness of the old activities. We have always received feedback from players, and we have conducted detailed discussions and analysis on the issues of feedback from players. However, because there has been no clear modification plan, we have not synchronized the information with everyone. We are sorry for the delay in information synchronization. Since the end of Kingdom merger in March, we have launched a refurbishment plan for the old events. The current plan is a preliminary intention, and we will carry out long-term renovations of the old activities in a certain order according to everyone's voice. So they have started with already modifying it. They've brought these new events to us, the Castle Conquest, which, as you've seen, the castles refreshed from time to time. And then also the season map, Soleil 1.0 and Soleil 2.0. And they're saying that they're going to be adjusting events. Hopefully Fallen Night is one of the first ones that gets adjusted. Ultimate Alliance Conquest, we will try our best to restart this event, but due to the qualitative changes in the rules of territory and alliance building, we need to make an in-depth adjustment to adapt to the current new environment. Excalibur Invasion and Gold events, or Kingdom Raid. The details of the matching rules of these two activities that everyone is most concerned about. Everyone hopes that their opponents are more reasonable. This goes for Soleil, this goes for Netherfall, this goes for Netherwar, this goes for KBK, this goes for Kingdom Raid. The current matching rules are a set of complex algorithms which will be based on the castle level, strength, and strength of the kingdom. It is indeed difficult to ensure the absolute balance of each match. In view of these problems, our current consideration is to optimize and refurbish the gameplay and rules of these two activities, starting from the rules themselves so that everyone can experience this process of the activities more strategic and more fair. So they're saying that changing the algorithm isn't really a solution. It's not easy to just change the algorithm. So what they're going to do is they're going to change the way the event itself works and how the event itself works, how the rules work, how the rewards, for example, work. So expect a difference to come relatively soon to these events in terms of not your pairings, but how you're going to be able to participate and what you can do to earn more inside these events. With regards to the Alliance Hunt, the current direction that may be considered is to launch more bosses with different combat challenges to enrich everyone's racing experience. So those mages that you summon, the easy, medium, hard mages. A lot of kingdoms are struggling even to finish the easy mages. It sounds like they're going to be bringing in different levels of difficulty beyond what is already there. Maybe the easy will actually be easier, the medium will be where it is now, and then the hard will be harder. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see, but they're going to be optimizing that. And other old activity plans will also undergo different levels of renovation iterations. Since the renovation of each old event is a big project, it will take a lot of time. We can only optimize and adjust one by one according to the priority, and will make specific adjustments to the plan according to the specific problems encountered during the refurbishment process. After that, we will regularly synchronize our plans and various developments with you in the form of FAQs, meaning frequently asked questions, like we have right now. So what they're doing now is they take your questions, they give it to, like me, for example, and I present it to you guys so that you can see what's actually going on. So make sure, if you want to know all these changes, you hit that subscribe button and you hit that bell notification icon. All right, then it says, welcome everyone to, okay, that's just asking for more contribution. Then it says, what is the battle frenzy of season 2? A lot of people still aren't sure how the battle frenzy works. I'm just going to explain in a brief nutshell. Once you declare an attack or you scout or anything like that that is considered attacking, your kingdom or your castle is going to go into battle frenzy mode, and that means for 30 minutes you're not going to be able to teleport back to your own territory, and you are not going to be able to put up a shield bubble. So if you are attacking, make sure you are prepared for the consequences. Now, what does this mean? This means that anybody who's a lower level stronghold is generally not going to go out there and attack somebody, because if they do, they're going to get absolutely smashed by any of the bigger players. If you are a big player and you do it, you're probably going to get smashed by several big players from the other kingdom, because you can't move for 30 minutes. So that means they can stay in their territory and they can every single one of them can launch an attack against you, and the only thing you can do is maybe random teleport, things like that. So you can still work your way around it, unless they teleport out there to get you, in which case they themselves are putting themselves in danger. It becomes a very difficult thing. The ones who are affected most, though, I think, is the smaller strongholds, because they can now not take the risk of going out there and attacking anybody at any point in time, because if they did, they would have trouble, unless you guys are going to go out sort of thing together, attack a whole bunch of people, and then hit the big red button. That depends on your playstyle, how you guys are going to do it. And then number 6, after Magic Spire is optimized, it seems that the number of mines seems to be reduced. Now, I do have a video on the Spire specifically. Yes, after that update 10.8, I think it was, the Spire was refreshed and the whole thing changed, and it was difficult. You might have a March capacity of, say, 500,000, but for some reason you were only having 60,000 in your Spire. I got a video explaining exactly how to get around that and how to fix that. I will drop a card for that at the top over there. But basically, the way that they've changed it is that there weren't enough mines on certain floors. So they recreated the system in such a way that it creates mines according to how many players are actively on that floor. So if you've got 1 million people going into it from the beginning, like straight after 10.8 came out, if 1 million people went in and 1 million people tried to get through, they would find that there was only, say, 10 mines on the floor. And everybody would start attacking each other and going over and over and over till eventually you had the biggest people in there. Nobody could take them out. Now, the game counts how many people were actively trying to get mines, and then it increases mines according to number of people and duration inside the mine. And this keeps happening. So even till now, we getting ready for update 11.4, even till now, the Spire is still growing. So what does that mean for us, the players, who are struggling to find somewhere to go? If you're still struggling, refresh the mine again. Follow the video, refresh the mine again, start again, and each time you do this, you will find that there are more and more mines available, especially if more and more people are refreshing the minds. That's going to show the system that we need more minds, we need more minds. And it's going to automatically adjust to increase the number of minds according to how many people are actively trying to get onto that floor. I hope that makes sense. And that's it for the feedback. Those 6 points, that's the feedback we've received so far. What I need to know from you guys, now the developers are busy watching my videos. They watch every video I make, and it's very important for you guys to make sure you comment on my YouTube video if there's anything else that is a problem for you guys, or there's anything else that you need addressed or things like that, so that the development team can see your comments. If you're watching this on Reddit, if you're watching this on Facebook, don't post your comments there. Please go to the YouTube channel and post your comments there, because that is where the development team is going to look. They're not going to look at the Reddit posts comments. They're not going to look at the Facebook post comments. They're going to look at the YouTube comments specifically. So if you have any concerns, or you are happy with these changes, but you want something more, or you feel like these are not really what you're looking for, you want something else covered, or you want something else changed, period, please drop your comments down below so that the development team can see it, and we can bring it to a point of awareness. As they said, they are adjusting events and things like that for according to the number of voices who cry out for a specific event to get adjusted. So please, if you have a comment that you need to have done, or something you want changed, drop your comments down below. Right, guys, that's going to be it for this video. It is a bit long, I know, but it is all the feedback we've received so far to your questions that you guys ask most frequently. I hope you are satisfied with these answers. I actually am, because number one, they're replying. They're actually watching our videos, listening to our recommendations, and trying to put something in place. My video on the problems with Soleil 1.0, I think 9 out of 10 of them is what they've applied to Soleil 2.0. Not necessarily in the right way, wall number 3. But yes, they are trying. So let's help them. Let's give them feedback. Let's make the feedback constructive, please, guys. Don't be just destructive. And what I mean by that is, don't just be, oh, KOA just wants my money, da-da-da-da-da. Talk openly. Say it in a nice way that can actually say, right, instead of, let's just say, for example, instead of saying, oh, KOA just always wants my money, every month there's a new item. Say, in your experience, it's very expensive. Is it not possible to maybe change it to 6 weeks as opposed to a month? That's giving constructive criticism or constructive feedback. You're saying there is a problem and we can fix it. Here's a suggestion. Please do that down in the comments so that these guys can see it and hopefully start implementing some of the suggestions. Right, guys. So again, that's going to be it for this video. I hope you liked it. I hope you liked the information that I brought you today, and that you found it interesting, or you found it informative in any way whatsoever. If you did, please hit the like button. It helps me out tremendously. And then don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the bell notification icon, so that you can know whenever I do one of these FAQ videos, or an update or event or anything like that. Until the next video, guys, be good, be well, and be safe. Bye.